inside a kiln between the firing. We all gotta break sometime. You blazed it anyway. Screamed across the city from a windowsill. We all gotta break sometime. That's all you had to say. But the more I know, the less I seem to care. Weighted down by everything and falling through the air. And the more I hold, the less that I can bear. But hey, we all gotta break sometime. Written in the back of my old diary. We all gotta break sometime. It's underlined and red. Scroll across the screen beneath the spider ring. We all gotta break sometime. I left it out on red. Cracked inside a kiln between the firing. We all gotta break sometime. You blazed it anyway. Screamed across the city from a windowsill. We all gotta break sometime. That's all you had to say. And the more I know, the less I seem to care. And the more I hold, the less that I can bear. The more I know, the less I seem to care. Like a hand reaching for a handle, but find that it was never there. Tenderly I can hand down knowing that it's all up in the air. I thought the world ended in March until I heard the doorbell ring. Can't keep from falling apart, but I'll glue back everything again. This can't be the end. This can't be the end. This can't be the end. This can't be the end of all that summer had to say. What little time has gone away. I'll glue it all back anyway. I'll glue it all back anyway. Like the wing of a sparrow or a plane drops down a couple feet again to catch the wind that still remains. But I'm left breathless anyway. I thought the world ended in March until I heard the doorbell ring. Just me here standing in the dark, but I'll light up everything again. This can't be the end. This can't be the end. This can't be the end. This can't be the end of all that summer had to say. What little time has gone away. I'll glue it all back anyway. I'll glue it all back anyway. This can't be the end. This can't be the end. This can't be the end. This can't be the end of all that summer had to say. What little time has gone away. I'll glue it all back anyway. I'll glue it all back anyway. Why do I have to stay here on the ground? It's overrated. Cityscape escapes you with the sound. It's delineated. I waited at the station for an hour, but I won't make you take off on an uptap by the tower, and you overtake it every road that I Maybe can you tell me there's an issue? I've seen it crowded all around you. I hear you tell me there's an issue you've seen before. And I can't tell you why, no, I can't tell you why. Why you have to stay here on the ground? It's overrated, the cityscape parades you with the sound. It's delineated, no one here has even learned your name. But they all claim if they saw you land and land to do the same. But they won't make it every moment. I see you on the rise, you're drawn across the sky. Now that ink has dried, and I can't tell you why. Oh, Mimi, can you tell me there's an issue? I've seen it crowded all around you. I hear you tell me there's an issue you've seen before. Oh, Mimi, can you tell me there's an issue? I've seen it crowded all around you. I hear you tell me there's an issue you've seen before, and I can't tell you why. Tell me there's an issue. I've seen it crowded all around you. I hear you tell me there's an issue you've seen before. Maybe can you tell me there's an issue? I've seen it crowded all around you. I hear you tell me there's an issue you've seen before, and I can't tell you why. I can't tell you why. For us entwined, draw four separate lines, another point to you. A tangled nest of knots I confess that the intent was there. I swear we set our sights on something that we thought was true. So now we sit and stare across a surface spanning the whole state. 2 feet between and miles apart. No one's to speak better, all we can see, we haven't got a clue. It falls apart, there's not a heart to beat there. It falls apart, there's not a heart to have. It falls apart, there's not a heart to beat there. It falls apart, there's not a heart to have. my backyard on the pencil. But we both know how to say I'll starve myself until you open up and keeping my mouth shut, sweeping it all underneath the rug until it's full of bugs. Scale the tricks in the book. I can hear it deep inside. Left the trail of ashes. A few years later, I have not heard from you or anyone. There was so much I could have said to you. There was so much I could have said to you. There was so much I could have said to you. There was so much I could have said to you. Some things are better left unsaid. Coming to a close, I guess I should know that I'm never gonna see you again in a place that sells vintage clothes. I guess you should know that it hasn't been the easiest years for a band of living in the throes. And then I see a smile between repetitive aisles of flannel shirts, and I thought you would show like a beautiful ghost caught in a saving throw. And I don't even care that it's over, and I don't even care. Coming to it. I guess I should know that the soft juice, every phase, the words remain as shown in the summer snow, where it hasn't been the easiest years in a life that hasn't let you go. And then I see a smile between repetitive aisles of well-worn dirt, and I thought you would show, I thought you would show, I thought you would show, and I don't even care that it's over, and I don't even care. And I don't even care that it's over, and I don't even care there's a wall. I won't ever look back in anger. I won't ever look back at all. It's coming soon. bit before the opening set. I took the bet, I know the rest is good, I guess. The coyote is a crowd around and I can scarce get by on second breath between the breaths. Now it's 1 a.m. and I don't know how I get home. The way is barely paved. I can't keep my eyes from closing in between each rest, but I'm not going to cave, I guess. I made it, yeah. I said that I'll come along with time, but when I try, I get the feel that I someday will die, and I'm not going to care. I never sleep, I never eat, I never leave my house alone. Another evening in between what I believe and what I know and what I know. Sitting on the 501 moment's rest, glacial pace, I won't lose faith. Maybe if I stay around the rest to prove myself, I still save face. Now we're on our way before I quit at 9:30. Take it out of this, now I've lost that little time. I guess I'll make it, yeah. I said that I'll come along this time, but when I try, I get the feeling I someday will die, and I'm not going to care. I never sleep, I never eat, I never leave my house alone. Another evening in between what I believe and what I know. I never sleep, I never eat, I never leave my house alone. Another evening in between what I believe and what I know and what I know. So I walked out the back before the second set settled my debt. I'll miss the rest, that's fine, I guess. The cavern is a crowd around and I can scarce get by on second breath between the press. Now it's 3 a.m. and I don't know how I'll get home. The day is good. I can't keep my eyes from closing, so I'll hit replay. roses inches away. Isn't it great? There's nowhere to walk but the mall that's abandoned and just down the block. Isn't it great? Who is next to chase synagogue? He goes there to pray and then rings after dark. He picks up his pills and cries in the lot. He built over somebody's mom and pop shop. Isn't it great? You step out to the yard, the trucks and sedans all driving fast on occupied land. One day some drunk driver will crash in my house, and the local news guy will say, isn't that sad? Isn't it sad? The field's blocked by ads, and all of the brands are crammed in the plaza where everything's right in the palm of our hands. My friends moved away to different states to chase the illusion that there's an escape. The gas station's cold, but it smells of black moon. I'm pumping in petrol, we got through the war. Nowhere is safe, but everything's fine. There's no better option but lay down and die. I'll buy a gun, it's so convenient. It's so convenient. you'll find me anywhere. You'll find me anywhere. Written in the back of my old diary, I gotta break sometime. It's underlined in red, scrawled across the screen beneath the spider ring. I gotta break sometime. I left it all unread. And the more I know, the less I seem to care. Weighted down by everything and falling through the air. And the more I hold, the less that I can bear. But hey, I gotta break sometime. Cracked inside a kiln between the fire. I gotta break sometime. You glazed it anyway. Screamed across the city from a windowsill. I gotta break sometime. That's all you had to say. The more I know, the less I seem to care. Weighted down by everything and falling through the air. And the more I hold, the less that I can bear. But hey, I gotta break sometime. Written in the back of my own diary, I gotta break sometime. It's underlined and red, scrawled across the screen beneath the spider ring. I gotta break sometime. I left it all unread, cracked inside a kiln between the firing. I gotta break sometime. You blazed it anyway. Screamed across the city from a windowsill. I gotta break sometime. That's all you had to say. stay here on the ground. It's overrated. The cityscape escapes you with a sound. It's delineated. I waited at the station for an hour, but I won't make you take off on an updraft by the tower, and you overtake it every road that I see you on the rise. You're drawn across the sky. Now that ink has dried, and I can't tell you why. Oh, Mimi, can you tell me there's an issue? I've seen it clouded all around you. Why can't you tell me there's an issue you've seen before? Oh, Mimi, can you tell me there's an issue? I've seen it clouded all around you. Why can't you tell me there's an issue you've seen before? And I can't tell you why. No, I can't tell you why. Why you have to stay here on the ground? It's overrated. The cityscape parades you with the sound. It's delineated. No one here has even learned your name, but they all claim if they saw you land and ran to do the same. But they won't make it every moment. I see you on the rise. You're drawn across the sky. Now that ink has dried, and I can't tell you why. Oh, Mimi, can you tell me there's an issue? I've seen it clouded all around you. Why can't you tell me there's an issue you've seen before? Oh, Mimi, can you tell me there's an issue? I've seen it clouded all around you. Why can't you tell me there's an issue you've seen before? And I can't tell you why. Tell me there's an issue. I've seen it clouded all around you. Why can't you tell me there's an issue you've seen before? Oh, Mimi, can you tell me there's an issue? I've seen it clouded all around you. Why can't you tell me there's an issue you've seen before? And I can't tell you why. I can't tell you why.
The last twine drawn four separate lines, another voice of you. A tangled nest of knots I confess, but the intent was there. I swear we set our sights on something that we thought was true. So now we sit and stare across a surface spanning the whole state. 2 feet between and miles apart. No one's to speak, but here all we can see, we haven't got a clue. It falls apart, there's not a heart to beat there. It falls apart, there's not a heart to have. It falls apart, there's not a heart to beat there. It falls apart, there's not a heart to have. talk for hours about your shit, patching all the loose ends. I'm trying to lay down, smoking cigs in my backyard on the pillowing sofa. But we both know how this ends. I'll starve myself until you open up, keeping my mouth shut, sweeping it on underneath the rug until it's full of bugs. Scale the tricks in the dark, I can hear it deep inside. You left a trail of ashes. A few years later, I have not heard from you or anyone. There was so much I could have said to you. There was so much I could have said to you. There was so much I could have said to you. There was so much I could have said to you. Some things are better left unsaid.
Coming to a close, I guess I should know that I'm never gonna see you again. This place that sells vintage clothes, I guess you should know that it hasn't been the easiest years for a band of living in the throes. And then I see a smile between repetitive aisles of flannel shirts, and I thought you would show like a beautiful ghost caught in a saving throw. And I don't even care that it's over, and I don't even care there's a wall that I won't ever look back for answers, and I won't ever look back at all. It's coming to I guess I should know the softer every phase, the words remain as shown in the summer snow. Well, it hasn't been the easiest years in a life that hasn't let you go. And then I see a smile between repetitive aisles of well-worn dirt, and I thought you would show, I thought you would show, I thought you would show, and I don't even care that it's over, and I don't even care there's a wall. I won't ever look back for answers, and I won't ever look back at all.
faster. This time my mind, it won't forget. This time my mind, we're not there yet. This time it goes faster and faster. This time my mind, it won't forget. This time my mind, we're not there yet. This time it goes faster and faster.
before the second settle. My debt, I'll miss the rest. That's fine, I guess. The cavern is a crowd around, but I could scarce get by. A second breath between the press. Now it's 3 a.m. and I don't know how I'll get home. The way is barely paved. I can't keep my eyes from closing, so I'll hit replay. it's always a surprise when, oh, it's always a surprise when the tide comes in. When the tide comes in. But it's always a surprise when, oh, it's always a surprise when you call again. When you call again. How long's the shoreline anyway? I measured every other day. Tide washes all my work away. How long's the shoreline anyway? But it's always a surprise when, oh, it's always a surprise when the tide comes in. When the tide comes in. But it's always a surprise when, oh, it's always a surprise when you call again. When you call again. But it's always a surprise.